Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another political episode. Wow, like, it's the fourth video in a day. November is crazy, like crazy, and on top of that, it happens, but people die. Unfortunately, people die, and I feel like I have an obligation to honor everyone, regardless of their political affiliation, and recognize them that they're children of the Lord, and most of all, express Christian love towards all. So, mainly today, we'll be talking about Alan Hevesi, and he is the state comptroller, not controller, comptroller. It's just he was the former state comptroller, going from around early 2000s. I think he was um, yeah, he was very well known for the scandals, as we know. Um, Unpopular, however, he did serve 2 terms, or did he? Let's learn a little bit about Mr. Hevesi, and we're not going to go deep down into his life. If there's a special thing, I'm going to leave that out because simply we're mainly here to focus on his electoral history. But yeah, uh, when it comes to that, we're going to see electoral history. A lot of comments made. Um, Chuck, he made, yes, Chuck Schumer. He told Chuck Schumer put a bullet between the president's eyes if he could get away with it. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty messed up comment. I will give it to that. Yes. But yeah, I think he might be Jewish. Yeah, he is Jewish. I want to believe were from Hungary. That explains his Hungarian name. But we have a little bit of time, and I just want to go in deep down into this first election here, and it's 2002 New York State Comptroller election, and you'll see that Alan Hevesi only won by 4 points. Therefore, Hevesi was a pretty weak candidate to start with. His opponent, John Faso, although lost this election, he managed to win Monroe County and Erie County. And these 2 counties, they hold very important cities. This over here, I believe, is Rochester, and over here is Buffalo. So, yeah, very popular cities. So that explains why Mr. Faso got all the way up to 46%. However, Hevesi has New York City, and New York City is fueled with Democratic Party. 9 million people. If you want 9 million people altogether, you got to compete with 9 million people. You know what you're going to get. Victory, nevertheless. So 50%, not the best victory for the Democrats. And obviously, the Democrats should see this. If New York, if he was running today, he would be winning by like 60, 59, 56%, somewhere around that. But he got 50%. And this was a close election. This is tilting Democrat. So, now to mention also 2002, red wave year. And this was before Bush's unpopularity with the Iraq War. Iraq War didn't happen during this time. The Afghanistan War was very well popular and approved by the general public. They didn't like it, but they understood that it had to be done. But yeah, they were starting to get fed up with Afghanistan after the Iraq War started. So let's take a look now at the next election. That was his re-election. Look at that. Hevesi wins re-election by the appropriate Democrat victory margin. This is what we expect from a Democrat in New York. winning by a good margin, 56%. And that's what we get here, apparently. So let's read this top article here. It says, Hevesi was plagued by scandals during the campaign involving misuse of state funds. Hevesi won the election, resigning a few days before his second term would have begun. So he didn't get to serve a second term. Yeah, and for some reason, and I mean, New York, I don't know if they knew about these scandals, but, well, I mean, if they did, like you see, Rochester voted against him. He failed to carry Monroe County. But areas like Broome County, these Democrat areas, these are tilting Republican. I feel like they shouldn't be tilting if they knew about the scandal. Most likely, they didn't know about this scandal. And the scandal and the news, breaking news over the scandal just happened like that. It happened over after his victory. Like he was hiding it from the general public. So yes, he defeated Christopher Callaghan, 39%. Yes. And Mr. Hevesi died today. He is very unpopular. However, we respect him and his family and his children and his family altogether. He will be missed by all of New York City in total. Anyway, there's not really much to say on Mr. Hevesi. I know I've been doing a lot of long videos, but I honestly don't know how long I've been going on. But anyway, yeah, he died from Lewy body dementia at a care home in East Meadow, New York, today. So rest in peace, Mr. Alan Hevesi. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next